I'm nearing the end of watching the Great Mazinger series from 1974, and today on this video, I want to talk about episode 50, which is titled The Sun That Shines Beyond Tears. In episode 9 of Great Mazinger, we were introduced to the cyborg named Cleo, who turns into a battle beast and is killed by the end of that same episode. In episode 50, we are introduced to Miss Yuko Moriyama, Shiro's teacher in the school that he goes to. As far as the episode shows, Miss Moriyama is a regular human being. Shiro really likes spending time with her and has gotten so attached to her to the point where he basically wants his teacher to be his mother because of how well she treats Shiro. Tetsuya drops by Miss Moriyama's house to pick up Shiro, and Janice appears just after the two leave the premises. Miss Moriyama hears a door knocked late in the night as she's grading her students' papers, and she's shocked to see that it's Janice paying her an untimely visit. She tries to run away, but is hit with a blast of Janice's staff. Later in the episode, we learn that the blast has turned her into a battle beast named Marighella, and Great Mazinger and his team are forced to find a way to bring Miss Moriyama back into being human again. Great Mazinger fights off Marighella, but Shiro tells him not to kill the battle beast because that would mean killing Miss Moriyama as well. Kenzo Kabuto eventually finds a way to solve their current problem, and the team learns that Miss Moriyama never truly turned into a cyborg like Cleo from episode 9, and is instead trapped in the inner workings of the Battle Beast. Great Mazinger slices Battle Beast Marighella in half, and Miss Moriyama is sent falling down from the inside of the giant robot. Shiro immediately runs to her aid, and at the end of the episode, we see Shiro and Miss Moriyama together, walking along the beach near the Science Fortress laboratory. This episode ended on a good note for a change, which is what made me want to do a video digest on it. I definitely expected her to just die by the end of the episode, because that's usually what happens whenever a new character is introduced. But I guess I'm glad that they went a different route this time around. There are no casualties in this episode, except for the many people who probably died during Battle Beast Marighella's rampage. But we don't really need to talk about that, right? What matters in this episode for me is that it finally feels as though the series learned a little bit from their past episodes. All throughout this series, there were a ton of new characters being introduced, and the common occurrence would be that they were also killed off in their same damn episodes. So it's a breath of fresh air to see someone actually surviving their introductory episode until the very end. Also, I definitely thought that she would be another one of those instances where it's just Janice in disguise, like what happened a few episodes before episode 50. But I'm glad that she wasn't. She was just this normal, motherly teacher to Shiro, who just happens to get turned into a battle beast by Janice. She's similar to Cleo from episode 9, but without the tragic ending. Is it wrong that I would have preferred her dying in the end? It's not that I wanted her to meet a tragic end, but I guess I've gotten so used to new characters dying or meeting their own demise that it's become a more compelling story ending for me. Even outside of mecha anime, there are a ton of instances where the characters never make it alive in the end, or that they never end up together. And somehow I prefer those endings more than a classic happy ending. Because if characters die or don't end up together, we are immediately left thinking about what could have been, and we end up wanting more or want to stay longer inside of the world of the story, which is probably why we like rewatching or revisiting those kinds of stories. But with happy endings where everybody lives and the characters end up together, what are we left to think about? What's left for us to ponder on? Isn't it just weird that I find more comfort with tragic endings? Why is that? I don't know. Maybe I'll never know. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this one, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit the bell to get notified for when another video comes out. This is Elmo's Universe, and I'll see you in the next one.